Hi, my name is Sam. I'm a commerce student at UBC. I've taken prep courses for Math 104, Com 294, and Com 295. Um, I think for all of those courses, I was in a position where I'd fallen behind very much, and in order to get the kind of grades that I was looking for, in the final, I would have had to study a substantial amount, and I would have had to really put in a lot of effort and a lot of time, and that's something that I probably wouldn't have been able to do on my own. I think most university students have a problem, well, at least will have an issue with uh, sitting down and studying for 6, 12 hours at a time, or at least studying 6, 12 hours at a time productively. Um, and if I was to recommend Prep 101 to any of my peers, it would be for two reasons. Firstly, because it puts you in an environment where you really are studying productively for 6 or 12 hours. So if that's what you need, that's what you're probably going to get. And secondly, you're put in these rooms with very knowledgeable instructors who've been prepping for those courses every term for many years. And the thing about that is that these exams that you're studying for, they do change every year. The questions change every year, but usually the layout of the exam and the types of questions that are asked are very similar. And just because of that, the instructors in the prep sessions, just because they've been prepping those courses for so long, they have a very good idea of what's going to be on the exam, and they have a very good idea of what your prof's probably going to write. So and that's very helpful because you completely understand what's going to be on the exam. They can let you know, give you a very good idea of what's going to be on the exam and what's not going to be on the exam, and that's very valuable because it gives you a head start of knowing what to study and knowing what not to study. And definitely paid off for me. I think for every one of those courses, I my grade jumped at least a minimum of 10%, and just because of how well I done on the final, because of how Prep 101 enabled me to study when I really needed to. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it to anybody that's considering it, anybody that needs it. Prep 101's the way to go.